What's up guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Elena. In this video I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step tutorial on how to get this eye look. It's really simple, really easy, but effortless and pretty. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get started. So I already have my brows done. I just quickly did those off camera. I'm going to move on to foundation and concealer. I'm going to quickly move through those as well. For foundation, I'm using the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. So I just did a light layer of foundation, just one layer, and that's it. And this is just gonna even my skin tone, make it look pretty flawless. So the next step, and which I think is really important, is concealer. So concealing your under eyes and the center of your face is really important in order to bring some dimension into your skin. So for concealer, I'm using the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer, and I'm in the shade Palmier. Okay, so I placed this concealer underneath my eyes to cover any discoloration or darkness underneath my eyes, and then on my chin, my nose, and my forehead, just to bring some light to the center of my face. And then I'm also putting it on the corners of my mouth just to kind of give me that lift. And I'm going to blend this in again with the same sponge and just tap it all in. It's also important to set your concealer and to set your foundation. I don't care what skin type you have, set the skin and you will be all good to go for the entire day. So make sure to set. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and I'm going to push this powder into my skin, and to do that I'm going to be using my sponge. So I'm just picking up some powder with my sponge and I'm just pressing it into my skin. Alright, so now that I have the skin all nice and set and my concealer and my foundation are set, we've got to bring some color into this face. What I'm going to use is the Colourpop Press Powder, and this is just a bronzer. This is the shade Private Party, and just lightly go around my face to give myself some color. I'm also going to take some bronzer around my nose, again just for some color. So I am going to clean up underneath my contour. I'm just going to be using the Ben Nye Neutral Set. I'm just going to let this sit for a little bit. I'll do blush at the end and highlight at the end, but for now I'm just going to let this sit and chill. It gives me a chance to talk to you guys. So how have you been liking my videos? I just want to know, for all the people who continue to watch me, I want to know your opinion about my videos. I don't care if it's bad or if it's good. I just love hearing from you guys. So please comment down below what you think of this video as well as my other videos if you've seen them. And if you haven't seen my other videos, please go watch them, subscribe to my channel, and please stick with me. I'm really trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys can help me with that, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers, tell whoever you know to subscribe to me. It would really, really help me. I think I let this sit enough, so now I'm just gonna brush it away. This is a huge brush. I got this huge brush as a gift from my boyfriend's family, and it is so nice. So I'm just gonna leave the skin at that. We're gonna move on to the eyes. I wanted to do kind of an in-depth eye look. Not really an eye look, I'm gonna say an in-depth kind of tutorial on the eye look that I'm doing. So I thought it would be kind of perfect to include it in this video. Why not, you know? So for the eyeshadow palette I'm using today, I'm using the E.L.F Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette. It's really, really pretty. Looks like this. It was literally, I think, only $10, maybe even less than that. I don't know, but we're going to be using this today just to keep everything simple. So I already did set my eyes, so they're ready to go and prep for eyeshadow. To start off, I always like to start off with a transition shade. And a transition shade is just something to go before all the other colors that you put on your eyes. So this can be just any kind of warm brown, orangey shade. You want something kind of lighter. I think I'll probably do this one first just to start off really light. So it's kind of a light brown, but it's kind of that neutral shade, which is perfect for a transition shade. So I'm going to take it on a fluffy brush, and I'm just picking up some color, and then I'm going to find the crease of my eye, which is right here. You know what? Let me zoom you guys. So to find the crease of your eye, It's just this little line that goes right when you open your eyes. As you can see, mine is right here. So I'm just gonna stick this color all right here. And I am doing small circular motions. I'm only gonna keep the color from like here to here. This is the outer corner of your eye. So this is where I'm keeping it. I'm just keeping it right here in this section. And I'm also holding the brush at the end of the handle just so I can get like the lightest pressure. So I'm starting from here and then just working my way up, doing circular motions, small circular motions. Okay, so now that I have kind of like a base going down already, I'm gonna blend even more. So I'm gonna take a clean fluffy brush. This is a pretty big brush, and I'm just gonna go over everything I just did just to make sure that it's super blended. Because sometimes when the other brush that you're using has too much product on it, it can be hard to blend, and then you're just kind of get frustrated. So I'm going to go in with a bit more color just on the outer edge, and I'm kind of making a line. So I'm going like this because you want most of the darkness to be on the outer corner just to kind of give you that, you know, elongated eye look, which I think flatters pretty much everyone. But if it doesn't flatter you and that's not what you want to do, you could definitely just keep it up here, which is totally fine. I mean, everybody does their makeup different, but this is just kind of like a guideline to get you started if you don't know how to do eyeshadow. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's just a light application of color, and it does give me some definition, but I do want more definition. So in order to do that, I'm going to go into the next color, which is the color of my eye look that I'm trying to go for today, and that's the purple. So I'm taking this purple shade, and I'm taking it on a smaller blending brush, and I'm just going to start tapping it on the outer corner in that same kind of line shape. And now I'm just kind of doing circular motions. So I'm pretty happy with how that color placement is. I'm going to go back into the first shade that I used, and I'm just going to go right above that just to make sure it's really blended. So at this point, I'm literally just using two colors, and I use the purple and then just that first shade that I'm using. And that's it, nothing else. And that's pretty much all you really need in order to get kind of like that defined eye look and that defined eye shape. I'm gonna go over it again with that clean brush. So pretty happy with how that looks. I'm gonna go in for a little bit more definition, and so I'm gonna take a pointy brush, if I can find my pointy brush. So I'm gonna take this pointy brush and I'm gonna go into the black shade in the palette. This one right here. I'm gonna give myself some even more definition, but just on the outer corner and on my lash line. So that's it, nothing too crazy. So what I'm doing is just going right here on this outer lash line, and I'm kind of connecting it to the top, just making a straight line. So now I'm dipping back into the purple shade, and I'm just kind of blending over it. And that purple shade isn't really that purple, it's just kind of like a brown purple. It's not straight up purple, you know, so it's not too harsh or anything. I'm gonna go over again with the blending brush, and just like that, I've got that simple elongated shape. I've got a blend, and it looks pretty good to me. I mean, it's not the best kind of blending because these eyeshadows are just a little bit softer, but it's pretty nice for like a natural kind of defined look. So I'm gonna take the lightest shade in the palette up here, and this is gonna go on my brow bone. I think it is kind of shimmery. This will also kind of help your eyeshadow look a little bit more blended. It's really simple makeup. Like I said, it's a great starting point for other eye looks, but as far as like this is just kind of, you know, super defined but effortless. So now I think I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. So I'm just gonna go in with a flat brush like this, and I'm gonna take the concealer that I use, which is the Sephora one, and I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand and pick this up with the brush. So just like that, I have some on there. And now I'm just gonna start by like tapping, following the lines of my eye. And this doesn't have to be perfect either because we are gonna blend it out, but just like that. And I'm not going too far, I'm just going like right here in this area. I'm just gonna take my clean finger and kind of blend it. I'm not worried too much about the outer edge right now. Before I like blend a bit more, I'm just gonna go in with that same bright shade that I used up here and just set that concealer. So of course this isn't perfect, so I'm gonna take my blending brush and that purple shade and I'm just gonna start blending. Now I'm just going back in with that first shade that I used. Not too bad. These eyeshadows are really nice. I think they're easy for beginners and they blend pretty good. So I think I'm gonna take this look just up one notch and I'm gonna take this Beige Diamond Dazzler in the shade Brilliant. And then I'm just gonna put it right in that spot. Yeah, I do like these with my finger better, but other than that, the shade is really pretty. So I'm gonna pick it up with my finger now and just kind of press it in. Blend the edges just lightly, and then I'm gonna do the other eye and I will be right back. Okay, so I just finished up the other eye and I'm really liking how this looks. It's simple but glam at the same time, which is literally like my favorite kinds of looks. So now what I'm going to move on to is some liner and some lashes, and you 100% don't have to do this. You can just throw on mascara and call it a day, but I just like that glam look, so I'm gonna add a little bit of liner and a little bit of lashes. Alright guys, so I quickly just added some lashes. I will link down below what lashes I'm using. I picked a lash that kind of gave me that elongated look just to kind of match the eye makeup that I'm going with today. I also added some blush and some highlights, and then I finished off with my lower lash line. For the lower lash line, I made it really simple. I just used that same transition shade and the purple. And now I'm going to finish off with my lips. I will make sure to link everything down below in the description box. All the products that I use are in there, so make sure you take a look at that. Also, comment down below what you think of today's video, and please subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in my next one.